In this penultimate, I promise, tutorial of our boilerplate template series, we take our first look at Astroid Mega Menus. We begin our Mega Menu journey by exploring some old school Joomla menu functionality. The reason for this is that I firmly believe that a solid foundation in managing Joomla menus, menu headers, and submenus is mission critical. On a personal note, I really struggled with how Mega Menus integrate seamlessly into Joomla menus when I first started trying to wrap my head around the Astroid framework. If you are already well versed in the humble yet insanely powerful Joomla menu, feel free to skip this tutorial and move on to the next one, which will be available shortly if it is not already available. Let's get started. First up, with respect to multiple versions of the same main menu. We covered this in detail before, but the short version is that the main menu published in the right sidebar position is created via the standard Joomla content site module's main menu module. Unpublishing the main menu module removes the main menu from the sidebar while it remains in the header. Meanwhile, the one and the same main menu published in the header is implemented through the Astroid template to default template, specifically in the header site menu section. With an Astroid template assigned to our site, the main menu will be displayed by default even when it is disabled in the Joomla backend. From here on in, focusing on the Mega Menu and its submenus, and for the sake of explanation, let's examine any page apart from the home page. This has to do with assigning modules differently in different flavors of our template. For demonstration purposes, I want to refer from time to time to the Mega Menu and its non-Mega Menu incarnation in the right-hand sidebar. We have discussed different flavors of templates assigned to different pages on numerous occasions. So, for the moment, focusing on the blog page, we notice that the menu in the header and the sidebar positions have essentially the same bare bones menu structure. Strictly speaking, the first level of submenus are not submenus as such, but rather menu headings, which we will cover in more detail in the next chapter. There is, however, one very obvious formatting difference between the versions of the Mega Menu in the header and the sidebar. And this, of course, is where the Astroid Framework Mega Menu functionality shines. Now, before getting into the nitty-gritty of the Astroid menu formatting, let's have a glance at some old-school Joomla functionality first. We navigate to Joomla, Menus, Main Menu, and filter for and locate the Mega Menu, which is unsurprisingly published to our site via the main menu item that we just looked at. We'll disable the Mega Menu by first selecting the checkbox in front of it and then choosing Unpublish from the now visible and clickable Actions button. After refreshing the front end, as expected, it and all its submenus disappear from both the header and the sidebar. Switching the Mega Menu back on is a little bit more complicated because we've also disabled its submenus whilst disabling it. To republish them, we'll use a couple of handy Joomla tricks to save some time. Again, looking at the filter section on our Joomla main menu, we first filter for and locate the Mega Menu. We notice that the Actions button is grayed out until we select an item, in this case the Mega Menu. We select it, and from the Now Active Actions drop-down menu, we select Publish. Now we want to get the submenus back, because they're still missing if we look in the front end. We clear filter items and pick the Select Parent Menu Item option. And then we select Mega Menu and ensure that we are viewing all Mega Menu submenus by selecting All from the drop-down menu in the top right-hand corner of the filter section. Finally, we click the Select All checkbox and return to the previously invisible Actions menu and select Publish. Save and refresh, and now we have everything back the way it was. And now that we have a good grasp of how to manage Joomla menus and submenus, it is time to explore how these menus are built, focusing specifically on menu headings in conjunction with the Mega Menu. By default, we have 20 items listed. Let's change the view to show all items. We double check that we have the Mega Menu selected as the parent menu. In the Select Max Levels dialog box, we select 1. We are now essentially viewing all first level menu items of the Mega Menu. Among these, we have a grand total of 6 menu headings and 1 separator item. For the purpose of demonstration, we are staying focused on the menu header items. Similar principles will apply to similar items. Before making any changes here in the menu content section, let's briefly go to the Astroid Mega Menu Builder. Navigating to the Mega Menu, we see the tab Astroid Menu Options. By the way, in case it's not obvious, we can make any menu into a Mega Menu, and we can also disable the Mega Menu and all of its functionality here if we so desire. We have our first peek at some customization options, and we note the little plus symbol and hover over it to see the Add Element option. Then we sort for submenus and note that we have 7 submenus, or depending on how exactly we count, 6 menu header items and their respective included submenus. Before proceeding with the Mega Menu, we are going to return once again to Joomla and create a menu header and assign some submenus to it, sticking to our theme of menu header items. Back in the Joomla Menus main menu section, we click New. Making sure we are in the Details tab, we enter a name for our new menu item, for example, Home from Home. Next, in the Menu Item Type section, we click Select and look for the System Links section, where we select Menu Heading. While we're here, let's also make sure that still in the Details tab, we have the Mega Menu item selected as the parent item. Save and close, and refresh the front end. Looking at the Mega Menu in the header section, it's not really surprising that nothing has happened yet. We still have some more tweaking to do. Still in the Menus main menu section, making sure that all of our menu filter options are cleared and starting with a fresh search. In the Select Parent Menu Item search field, let's look for and select all submenus from our home menu. Back in the Actions tab, we notice at the bottom of the list we have an option to batch process our selected items. Let's do just that. We need to make sure that we are moving these menus to our newly created menu header item, Home from Home. Once again, we locate our Mega Menu and navigate to the Astroid Menu Options tab and look in the Mega Menu Configuration section. This time, after clicking the little Add Element Plus button, we notice that rather than 6 header menus, we now have 7 header menus. The Home from Home submenu header has been added. Let's select it save, and refresh the front end, and observe that we have now successfully moved and added a batch of submenus and placed them under a menu header for easier site navigation. Now, I think this is as good a place as any to take a break. Come back for more as we explore advanced formatting options like icons, badges, and eye-catching animations that will make your menu pop. Not to mention some of the drag and drop options that the Astroid Mega Menu offers. Please remember to like and subscribe if you have not done so already.